Ah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And today, I got another special treat for y'all. It's another story time. This one is a little more on my adventurous side, should I say. So I'm gonna just cut to the chase and get straight to it. As you can see, I'm speaking a little louder today because the nigga told me I won't be myself. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So let me set the scene. 2019, of course, I'm at Old Dominion University, Peebo Lottie, got more head than he got body. Was running through that campus fucking wild, doing any and every motherfucking thing. And it's okay, it's cool, because that's what you do when you go to college. You're there to find yourself, experience new things, experience new people, make friends. And that's what I did. I made a lot of friends. I made a lot of memories, and I enjoyed myself thoroughly for those 6 to 9 months that I was there before COVID. Fuck COVID. Again, fuck COVID. But again, very fun time. So while I was there, like I said, I made a couple friends. Abraham, we had Malik, Jason. Goddamn, I also made some friends that were girls. We had Amaya, fucking Samantha, goddamn Blue. It was just a lot of people that I was being around, and we had a lot of great times together. But with this, ODU was something special. I kid you not, guys, boys and girls, I could look out of my window and see people at all times of the day. This is something I wasn't used to. Being from my city that I'm from, we see the same people pretty much throughout our lives. Like, we grow up all together, and most people from my area don't really leave the area. So that's just how that was. ODU was a breath of fresh air. So once I got there, like I said, I made a lot of new friends. And one of those friends that I did make, her name was Savannah. Me and Savannah were the best of buds. Savannah was cool as shit. Savannah would ride her skateboard around campus. Savannah would come chill with the guys. She would play 2K with the guys. Like, Savannah was a very chill girl from Texas. Now, Savannah was also very popular. Savannah made friends with literally every fucking body on the campus. Everybody knew Savannah. Savannah. You couldn't go anywhere without somebody saying, "Hey, you know Savannah?" And yeah, that's just how it was. And being Savannah's close guy friend gave me a lot of access to people, places, things, and the bitches. I'm sorry, I cannot lie. Savannah hung around a lot of pretty women. And the young whippersnapper that I wasn't ready or prepared for what Savannah was about to get me into. But did I get my feet wet, and I just never stopped from that point on. So I'm gonna set the scene again. This time it's about October. It's about homecoming season. So around homecoming, everybody knows everybody's going out, everybody's partying, there's less classes, there's less homework. It's a very good time during college. Everybody loves homecoming. If I had one piece of advice for my incoming freshmen going to college, enjoy all of your homecomings as a undergrad, because it will change as you become an adult and things of that nature. So, like I said, it was homecoming season. We were going to clubs. We're doing different things. It was my first time in the club. ODU had this thing called Pretty Nasty. Everybody knew about it. It was an all-black affair. You would get dressed up, put on your nice 1-2 designer belts, slacks, dress shoes, all that. Now, this year was my first year being there, so I didn't know much about Pretty Nasty. But I knew that was somewhere I needed to be. So what did I do? I got my things together. I got my money right. I went to the mall. I went and bought a new tie, new suit, new shirt. I was the motherfucking man. Mind you, I could dress a little bit before I went to college. But once I got to ODU and I seen how many girls and people I would see a day, I said, I gotta step this shit the fuck up. I really gotta get my game up. So that's what I did. I got my fucking game up. So, like I was saying, this day is pretty nasty. And I went with a couple of my guy friends, Shout out Wazowski. But I ended up seeing Savannah while I was there. I'm just gonna speed up that because Pretty Nasty was a good time. You had to be there. Hey, you had to be there to know what really was going on because it got pretty and it got nasty. But that's besides the point. Savannah and I, as we seen each other at Pretty Nasty, she's like, "Hey, what are you doing? How are you getting home?" I'm just like, "Hey, I'm ready to take an Uber. Camp is kind of far. I ain't drive. We couldn't bring our cars. We're freshmen. ODU had a little bit of strict rules. So Savannah's like, "Hey, do you mind if me and my roommate ride with you?" Savannah's roommate was named Kaylani. She had two roommates, Janice and Kaylani. Now, Kaylani had a boyfriend at the time. And I knew this because I would see Kaylani and her boyfriend always in our hall. They were always together, blah, say, blah, blah, say, blah. And I'm just like, sure, I'm cool with you, Savannah. And I'm just trying to make sure everybody gets home. So we're all in the car, me, Savannah, Kaylani. We're driving back to their dorm room. They're drunk as fuck. They are drunk, falling over, incapacitated, just saying whatever. Now, me as the young fly gentleman that I am, I'm gonna make sure everybody get home safe, everybody cool, everybody got what they need, things of that nature. That's just how I am. That's just the person that I am. But Kaylani did not know this. Savannah knew this, but Kaylani was not too quite familiar with young people Lottie's game. And once I did show Kaylani a little bit of Peebo Lottie's game, this is where things would take a little bit of a turn. So as I was saying, things took a little bit of a turn. As I take Savannah and Kaylani back to their dorms because they did stay around the corner from the door of my actual dorm room. See, the way ODU was set up, there was co-ed dorms. So it would go boy dorm, girl dorm, boy girl, boy girl. That's just how the dorms were set up. Our dorm was on the third floor, and we shared the floor with the girls, lacrosse or softball, one of the two, one of that sport. A girls sports team for ODU. So there are always mad women around, just always mad women around. So I walked them to their door. They are thanking me. And it's just something about Kaylani that was giving me the, hey, she wants Peebo Lottie. Like, I don't know if she really likes her boyfriend. And this is where I found out, guys, that in college, you're still experiencing things. You're growing. You have a growing mind. You have a wondering eye. And sometimes it's not the best thing to have a boyfriend and girlfriend in college. Like, it just does not work when you're incoming as a freshman. Again, that is my biggest takeaway from my freshman year, I can say. So, as I was saying, me and Savannah, the next day comes. We're talking about the night, how we had such a great time. Savannah leans over to me and she's like, "Hey, so, Kaylani, we were talking last night and she's really she really thinks you're very cute. Like, she wants to talk to you." Now, Peebo Lottie, I'm like, well, shit, like, you ain't saying nothing but a motherfucking word. But, again, Peebo Lottie knew that Kaylani had a boyfriend. So I was just a little taken back. I was a little confused. I was just like, how does this even work? What the hell is really going on? But, like I said, Kaylani had other plans. So, there would be I'd say about a 3-day gap in between this. And one day, I'm talking to Savannah, and I'm like, "Hey, I need a pencil. I need a pencil right now." She's like, "Oh, if you just go in my dorm room, the door's open. You can just go in there and grab my book bag and get a pencil out of there." So I'm like, cool. So I walk down the hall, and I go into Savannah's room, and to my surprise, Kaylani was in there. She's in there chilling, doing her homework. Me and Kaylani started having a conversation. And our conversation just kept going and going and going. And one thing led to another. Next thing I know, Kaylani's getting my number. And now me and Kaylani are texting. So now, this was unbeknownst to Savannah's knowing. Because, like I said, everybody knew that Kaylani had a boyfriend. But Kaylani just had to see what Mr. P. Bellotti was about. So, as we were texting, she's like, hey, you should come to my dorm and hang out with me in about 3 hours. So I'm like, cool, I'm not doing nothing. It's a regular Thursday. Like, there ain't nothing going on. I might got class in the morning, but hey, fuck class. Like, fuck that shit. I wasn't going anyway. I was going to go hoop anyway. Be better than me, kids. Go to class. Anyways, what did I do? I went on over to Kalani's room, and when I got there, lights were off, the movie was dark. She's like, hey, we should watch a movie. So she puts on some bullshit ass movie. It could have been The Great Gatsby, but I can't remember. Shout out to The Great Gatsby. And next thing I know, one thing leads to another. Now I am fucking Kalani. And that shit took me for a turn. At this point, I'm flabbergasted. Because I'm like, whoa, I never had a girl that was already taken just want me so bad to the point where she was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just risk it all. Because it wasn't like I didn't know who her boyfriend was. It wasn't like I didn't see dude and dude didn't see me. I just see them together. Shit, like, I won't never one to like dap niggas up, but you know what I'm saying? I done pounded a nigga in the hallway a couple times, like I said, I'm like, because I've been around, like, Savannah is my friend. Everybody knows that. So this was a real surprise to me. Now, mind you, as this happens, Kaylani's like, hey, you know, I have a boyfriend, blah, say blah, blah, say blah. And me, as a cool motherfucker that I am, I'm like, oh, it's fine, you know, shit, I got a girlfriend. Which was the case, but wasn't the case, but was the case. Shit was a little complicated, but fuck it though, that's besides the point. Yeah. So as this is going on, I'm gonna say for about till the time that I ended going to ODU, I'm fucking Kaylani, like, and it just is what it was. Like, she continued to have the boyfriend. I'm not gonna say for too much longer. Like I said, I guess they were on and off. They had their own little issues. Wasn't none of my business. But like I said, I would frequently see dude, and I'm just like, yo, there's no way in hell I am sitting here fucking his girlfriend, and he don't even know it. Like, this shit crazy. He ain't even know it. Shit was crazy. I'm like, wow. So as time progresses, as time continues, I'm not gonna say I ever felt bad, but it was just like, wow, maybe this is something I should stop doing. So me and Kaylani, we would talk about it a little bit here and there, and eventually, like I said, I did stop doing it. But it would just be funny because it was like, wow, this is a different experience. I never knew that women had that side of them where they shown less remorse or care for a man's like soul. Like, that shit is just crazy to me. And it's even crazier because as time goes down the line, I eventually end up seeing the boyfriend, and he eventually tells me, he's like, you know, that whole time that we were at ODU, I knew that you were fucking da-da-da-da. And I'm like, whoa. Nigga just dapped me up, won't even mad about it. I'm like, go. This is crazy. But the moral of the story is, you know, put your trust in the Lord and not in a person. Stay in school, in the books, focus on the object at hand. And even when you think you can trust somebody, just be on your P's and Q's, because you never quite know somebody's true intentions or what they truly have going on. Because whole time your girlfriend could be in class, or whole time she could be getting cracked by P. Bellotti.